阿弥陀佛 ，testing testing。现在外面下雨，所以呢，今天就没有吟诗，所以呢，大家要准备好，找位置坐好。要献哈达的主持人也要准备你们的哈达和供养因为今天外面下雨，就没有吟诗。那么呢，请大家安静下来，我要向大家公布一下，特别开车的师兄师姐们在进我们山庄那一段路现在有警察在监督，因为您的速度太快了所以呢，请开车的师兄师姐们在进来山庄那一条路，你们开车应该要25P 那个，对。因为已经有邻居投诉了，所以有警察在看着。如果你们拿到 ticket 就不好意思了哈。所以呢，开车要注意，不要太快进山庄那一段路。还有今天金刚手菩萨护摩主尊因为有弟子的请求，师尊很慈悲，再次应允给弟子灌顶百字明愤怒尊、男女愤怒尊的灌顶。好，今天有包括。现在已经是2点35分了，现在护摩殿还是很乱，今天外面下雨，所以呢，希望大家找位置坐好。师尊可能就是坐车过来，所以很快师尊就会很快莅临护摩殿，希望大家找你们的位置坐好，保持肃静。还有报名主旗要出现你们的主旗卡，主旗卡不要绑在包包，也不要绑在那个口袋，一定要手拿着。每一位主旗卡一位，只能1位献哈达。在护摩殿的各位上师、法师，还有师兄师姐们，我们的法会时间已经很接近。现在呢，因为外面下雨，师尊就会坐车过来，希望大家安静，保持肃静，找你们的位置坐好。谢谢大家的合作。 在此再向大家报告一件事情，应该大家都没有记住，在大法会的时候，西雅图雷藏是非常慈悲，向我们先预先报告，今年的秋季大法会是9月12号在美国梅登堡会议中心举办，请大家告诉大家。
恭迎真佛宗创办人无上法王圣尊莲生活佛释目莲香上师仁波切及上师团与会大众虔诚合掌，唱诵莲花童子心咒。
程做观想大礼拜，一拜根本传承上师及诸佛。嗡啊吽，观想顶礼，回天心三印。二拜诸菩萨。嗡啊吽，观想顶礼，回天心三印。三拜诸护法金刚。嗡啊吽，观想顶礼，回天心三印。四平等一起手。请主持人敬献哈达，以表最高敬意。 烈的掌声，感谢师尊的赐福。恭请法王圣尊莲生活佛升法王座。
This is True Buddha School Rainbow Temple in North Bend, Washington. Our lineage root guru, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng, today is presiding over Vajrapani Homa fire offering ceremony. The ceremony has now begun. His Holiness just accepted the offering of Hatha from the primary supplicants for this Homa as a symbol of the highest honor. Now we are inviting His Holiness to take the Homa throne. And we are inviting Simu Vajra Master Lian-Sheng to please take the Dharma seat. And Rinpoche, all the Dharma Masters to please take the seats. We're inviting all the Venerables to please take the seats. And all participants and our distinguished guests to please be seated. Inviting His Holiness to bless the prayers of the primary supplicants. First of all, let's give a round of applause to show our utmost gratitude to our root guru for presiding over this Homa fire offering ceremony. And we would also like to extend warmest welcome to Simu, all participating masters, venerables, and all participants. The offering of Hatha. Let us now join our palms with reverence. And we would like to invite Vajra Master Si Lien Tong to represent all of us to present the offering of Hatha to the lineage root guru as the symbol of the highest honor. The Vajrapani Homa fire offering ceremony has now begun. Visualize true Buddha lineage. Namo Vajrapani Buddha, Namo Buddha Lokana, Namo Amitabha Buddha, Namo Padma Kumara, Namo Living Buddha Lian-Sheng. Visualize Grandmaster and all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas radiating light to bless us. Recite Padma Kumara mantra 7 times.
Om Guru Lian-Sheng Siddhi Hom, Om Guru Lian-Sheng Siddhi Hom, Om Guru Lian-Sheng Siddhi Hom. 做四无量观，观想右手边。
Perform the visualization of the 4 immeasurables, ancestors and relatives from the father's side on your right, from the mother's side on your left, friends and teachers behind you, and karmic enemies and creditors in front of you, all sentient beings together practicing tantric dharma and ultimately attaining Buddhahood. Awakening mudra. Recite purification mantras and the deity mantra.
Om Shudori Shudori Shumori Shumori Soha. Om Vajrapani Hom. Namo Samanto Motoran Om Duru Duru Devi Soha.
Recite invocation mantra.
Hom Soha. Om A Hom Soha. Om A Hom Soha.
We sincerely invoke our lineage root Guru, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng. Namo White Maha Padma Kumara. Namo Lotus Light Self-Mastery Buddha. Namo True Buddha School Lineage Gurus. We sincerely invoke the main deity of Homa, Namo Vajrapani Bodhisattva. We sincerely invoke the main deity of Homa, Namo Vajrapani Bodhisattva. We sincerely invoke the main deity of Homa, Namo Vajrapani Bodhisattva. Namo Golden Mother of the Primordial Jetpan. Namo 5 Dhyani Buddhas. True Buddha School 8 primary deities. Yamantaka. Namo Akalanata. Namo 4 heavenly kings. Namo Sma Bodhisattva. Rainbow temples, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakanis, and divinities. All the deities enshrined at the True Buddha Tantric Quarter, at the Seattle Lezang Temple, and at the abode at the Southern Mountain. Rainbow temples, mountain god, earth god, plant god, water god, wind god, heavenly fire god, dragon gods, and all divinities as well as the city gods to please radiate light and bless this Homa. Create homage using visualization. First to Root Guru and all Buddhas. Visualize for procession on the ground, release the mudra. Second to all Bodhisattvas. Visualize for procession on the ground, release the mudra. Third to all Herukas and Dhamma protectors. Visualize for procession on the ground, release the mudra. Fourth Thapa. Great mandala offering, form the offering mudra. Visualize the transformations of the offerings to become innumerable to fill the whole space. Make the offering above to the lineage root Guru, all the lineage Gurus, the main deity of Homa, Namo Vajrapani Bodhisattva, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakanis, and divinities, and below to all sentient beings. Mount Meru, 4 continents, and sun and moon transform into precious offerings for the Buddhas. May these wondrous treasures and merits purge our karma to allow our civilization. Fourfold refuge. Visualize our lineage root Guru, all the lineage Gurus, Buddha Jewel, Dhamma Jewel, Sangha Jewel to form bright white light to empower us. Recite the refuge mantra. armor protection, form Vajra Club's mudra, recite Vajrapani mantra 7 times. Inviting His Holiness to perform blessings with mala. Inviting His Holiness to set ceremonial demarcation to bless the registration forms, Homa cords, and all the offerings with Vajra bell and scepter. Please stand up and join your palms with reverence. And together we are inviting His Holiness to perform the ritual of opening the Homa fire pit, to set ceremonial demarcation around it, to lit the Homa fire, to make all the offerings, and to perform mudra transformations for purifications, blessings, magnetization, subjugation, and bardo deliverance. We are inviting the assembly to recite the heart mantra of the main deity of Homa today, Vajrapani Bodhisattva.
法王圣尊莲生活佛生法王座。
Inviting His Holiness to return to the Dharma throne. Inviting Sumo Rinpoche, all the Dharma Masters Venerables to please take their seats. Inviting our distinguished guests and all participants to please return to your seats. Recite the heart mantras of the 8 principal deities.
Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Panamo Linto Lin Soha. Om Ha 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 Wei Samaye Soha. Om Zeri Zuri Zunti Soha. Om Zampala Chaleng Chalaye Soha. Om A Hom Beja Guru Be Ma Siti Hom Se. Om A Hom Guru Be A He Sasamaha Lian-Sheng Siti Hom. Tiya Tha Om Bekha Jaya Bekha Jaya Maha Bekha Jaya Raja Samo Hyadehe Soha. Nam mô 36万亿与11万9500同名同号阿弥陀佛。南无36万亿与11万9500同名同号阿弥陀佛。南无36万亿与11万9500同名同号阿弥陀佛。请大家起念，请佛注释祈愿文。
Supplication to the Buddha, the saints are howled. I pay homage and supplicate His Holiness, the virtuous and marvelous Santrika, all Buddhas of the 10 directions of the Buddha lenses, numerous as grains of sand, all Bodhisattvas who are full of compassion toward all beings, all Hedukas, Dhammapalas, Dakinis, protectors of Dharma. The nights are long, the 3 poisons are proliferating. My body and soul are striking, tumbling in the misery of perpetual rebirth. In great compassion, His Holiness came to this world to salvage deluded ones. 3 jewels emanate wondrous light to provide refuge for all. All fortunate beings, humans and devas, rely on His Vajra body for the bestowal of teachings, vows, precepts, empowerments, and attainments. We disciples of Buddha plead that you stay in this hour to turn the Dhamma wheel to benefit and give happiness to multitudes of sentient beings. May all uphold the Buddha, ascend to the realm of utmost bliss, repaying fourfold generosity from above, aiding those in the 3 realms below. True Buddha disciples wholeheartedly pray to the main deity of Homa, Vajrapani, the secret Vajra holder, by your pure, majestic Dharma power to bless our lineage root Guru. May he be healthy, free from all illnesses, calamities, natural disasters, to live a long life with great bliss, self-mastery, free from sorrow, to turn the Dharma wheel in the Saha world. Inviting His Holiness to perform the overall merit dedication. Wholeheartedly we pay homage to the 3 reliances, Vajrapani Bodhisattva, Manjushri Bodhisattva, Janrasic, the 4-arm Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva. Wholeheartedly we pay homage to Vairocana Buddha, Samanta Bhadra Bodhisattva, Vajrapani Bodhisattva. We pray to Vajrapani Bodhisattva, Vajra Heart Bodhisattva, Vajra Sattva, to guide the Bardo spirits to be reborn into the pure Buddha land. We pray to Vajrapani Bodhisattva, Vajra Heart Bodhisattva, and Vajra Sattva to bless all participants with the eradication of their karma, karmic sicknesses, demonic obstructions. We pray to Vajrapani Bodhisattva, Vajra Heart Bodhisattva, Vajra Sattva to bless all participants with ample resources and perfect wisdom, harmony, love, and respect. Wholeheartedly, we pay homage to Vajrapani Bodhisattva to please protect spiritual cultivators who practice according to the correct Dharma. Please eradicate our karma, the karma of sadhakas. I command with purity and clear light radiance. Vairocana Buddha, Samantabhadra Bodhisattva, Vajrapani Bodhisattva, gods in heavens, gods on earth, may we be far from all calamities, may all calamities abandon us, let all disasters turn into dust. May all of our prayers be granted. We pray for the eradication of karma, karmic sicknesses, and all afflictive hindrances, hindrances by the celestial demon or Mara, the Mara of death, and the Mara of 5 aggregates. May all hindrances and obscurations disappear. May all enemies and enmities disappear. Say 100 syllable mantra.
Sawa karma sotame chitamu siriran guru hom ha 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 bhagavan sawa tathagata pezzamami mancha pezzapawa mahasamaya sato ahom pe om pezza sato samaya manupanaya pezza sato tenupadicha checho me pawa sudo kayu me pawa sobo kayu me pawa Anurato me pawa sawa siddhi me purayata sawa karma sutame chittamu siddhiran guru hom ha 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 bhagavan sawa tathagata pezzamami mancha pezzapawa mahasamaya sato ahom pe om pezza sato samaya manupanaya pezza sato tenupadicha checho me pawa Soto kayu me pawa, sopo kayu me pawa, anurato me pawa, sawa siddhi me purayata, sawa karma sutame chittamu siddhiran guru hom, ha 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 ha, bhagavan sawa tathagata pezzamami mancha, pezzapawa mahasamaya, sato ahom pe.
Great homage using visualization, first to Root Guru and all Buddhas. Visualize full procession on the ground, release the mudra. Second to all Bodhisattvas. Visualize for procession on the ground, release the mudra. Third, to all Herukas and Dharma protectors. Visualize for procession on the ground, release the mudra. Fourth, half bow. Recite completion mantra.
Om Brim, Om Brim, Om Mani Padme Hum。让我们以最热烈的掌声感谢法王圣尊莲生。
Let's give the greatest round of applause to show our gratitude to our lineage Guru for presiding over this Vajrapani Homa fire offering ceremony. Now let us all join our palms together, and we are requesting His Holiness to bestow the precious Dharma teaching. First, let's pay homage to the lineage Gurus. Homage to the Venerable monk Lian-Ming. Homage to Master Sakya Tsongkhong. Homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa. And homage to Master Dukten Dorji. Homage to the three jewels of the altar. Homage to the main deity of Homa today, Vajrapani Bodhisattva. Sumo, Danchen Gacho, all Dharma masters, Dharma educators, Dharma teachers, Dharma lecturers, Dharma assistants, directors of temples and chapters, and all disciples present here and over the internet. And our participating VIPs today are the Taipei rep to Sweden and Norway, Ambassador Dongzhou Liao's wife, Dharma Sister Judy, PR Director of True Buddha School Taiwan Temple, Dharma Brother Fermi Wong, Dharma Sister Janet Su, from the Hengda Dance Academy, Mr. Li Hengda. Good afternoon, everyone. How do you do? First, I would like to announce for next Sunday, February 23rd, at 3 p.m. Sunday, there would be Ushina Vijaya Buddha Mother Homa fire offering ceremony. And we all know now we have many Ushina Vijaya pagoda in America, like for the Iru temple. They have erected the Ushina Vijaya pagoda, and also in the Guam. In Guam and many places, many temples. They have the Ushina Vijaya pagoda also at the Taiwan temple. And the primary deity for the pagoda is Ushina Vijaya Buddha Mother. She has 4 faces. To the front is the Ushina Vijaya, and the other faces are the three tantric reliances. Is that right? Three faces. No Manjushri. For three faces, the front belongs to Ushina Vijaya, and the other face, Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva, and the other face is Vajrapani Bodhisattva. Strange. I remember it was 4 faces. So it lacks Manjushri Bodhisattva. I remember that Ushina Vijaya is together with the 3 reliances. No, I mean. Master Lian-Ye said, Manjushri Bodhisattva was the one who guided Ushina Vijaya to Mount Utai. So that meant that they are in partnership. Is that right? 3 faces? Okay. I remember there's some correlation between Manjushri and Ushina Vijaya. So it's because Manjushri was the one that took Ushina Vijaya to Mount Utai, so they're partners. So that's why there's some correlation there. And then later on, Buddha school built and installed many Ushina Vijaya pagodas all over the place. In America, at the Iru Temple, in California, and here. And also at Rainbow Temple. Right. All I remember is my mom, but not the Ushina Vijaya pagoda. So the Ushina Vijaya pagoda of the Ushina Vijaya Buddha Mother, according to Tantrayana, they can subdue the natural disasters like earthquakes, flood, fire, and windstorm. So we went to Guam, and the Ushina Vijaya pagoda there was not at the temple, but the pagoda was approved by the Guam government to let Buddha school erect a pagoda in a park. It's a park in Guam. that let us set up the pagoda right at the center of Guam Island, because they experience lots of typhoons, or they form lots of typhoon from at Guam area, so that's why we erected a pagoda there. I heard that after we erected Ushinawijaya Pagoda at the center of Guam, that typhoon never occurred into Guam. It's spoken by Master Lian-Zi. When you went to Guam, that's what you heard. That since then, typhoon did not occur in Guam. So Ushinawijaya Buddha Mother is a truly great Buddha Mother. She includes Ushinawijaya Buddha Mother, Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva, and Vajrapani Bodhisattva. The union of these three deities. And Manjushri Bodhisattva also guided Ushinawijaya to Mount Wutai. Therefore, by becoming primary supplicant for Ushinawijaya, it's the same as the primary supplicants for Ushinawijaya, Avalokitesvara, Vajrapani, and Manjushri Bodhisattvas. So that would be extremely wonderful. And today, let's talk about Vajrapani Bodhisattva. I remember in the legend of the 8 great Bodhisattvas, one time Sakyamuni Buddha was giving a Dharma teaching, and Sakyamuni Buddha asked Sariputra, "Who did you see behind my back?" And Sariputra replied, he did not see anything. And then Sakyamuni Buddha used his majestic transcendent power to show a protector behind him, and then asked Sariputra again, "Whom do you see behind my back now?" And Sariputra replied, "Behind Sakyamuni Buddha, there is Vajrapani Bodhisattva." Sakyamuni Buddha asked Sariputra, "Have you ever seen Vajrapani Bodhisattva before?" "No, never. Only today. I just saw him." And therefore, Sakyamuni Buddha introduced Vajrapani Bodhisattva to Sariputra, that any spiritual cultivators or any sadhakas who had gained realization, or any sadhakas who practice the correct dharma, would have Vajrapani Bodhisattva behind their back protecting them. So Vajrapani Bodhisattva was when Vairocana Buddha entered into the Samantabhadra meditation and emanated the great moonlight, which is the perfect bodhicitta mark or seal, and appearing the so Vajrapani is the union of Samanta Bodhisattva and Vajrasattva. So Vajrasattva, Vajra heart Bodhisattva and Vajrasattva. Vajrasattva, Vajra heart Bodhisattva and Vajrapani Bodhisattva are in union. Why did they mention about Samanta Vajra Bodhisattva? Because many people believe, either in both Mahayana and Tantrayana, that Samanta Vajra Bodhisattva in Mahayana is the same as Vajrasattva in Tantrayana. In many sutras, Samanta Vajra Bodhisattva was mentioned to be Vajrasattva. So there are signs of union. Vajraheart Bodhisattva, Vajrasattva, and Vajrapani Bodhisattva are in union. And the tantric three reliances, Manjushri Bodhisattva, Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva, and Vajrapani Bodhisattva. The Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva symbolizes compassion, Manjushri Bodhisattva symbolizes wisdom, and Vajrapani Bodhisattva symbolizes Dharma power. So therefore Sakyamuni Buddha spoke on Vajrapani or Vajrahan Bodhisattva. So all the Buddha work, all the Dharma work is being done by Vajrapani Bodhisattva. So he symbolizes Dharma power, a kind of power. So Vajrapani Bodhisattva has great power. So this is his image. His right hand is holding a Vajra scepter. His left hand is holding a lasso, Vajra lasso. When we chant Om Purulanjali, Om Purulanjali, Om Purulanjali, Boru, or Om Boniranjali, Boni. Boni is the name of this Vajrapani Bodhisattva. When we mark our brow point using this Vajra mudra and touch the throat and the body, right and left shoulders, and then place it back to the brow chakra, you need to visualize Vajrapani Bodhisattva appearing up and above you. My Guru taught me, when you chant Om Purulanjali before you wear your clothes, you place a fist on top of your clothes and you chanted Om Purulanjali 7 times, and then you wear the clothes. That indicates that like you're wearing an armor, like an armor worn by armies in the ancient time. That's to protect you. So that shows that you are wearing an armor, that the Mara will not be able to attack you. When you do our Dharma practice, you form the Vajra claps mudra and you recite the mantra 7 times Om Purlanjali, and then touch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and release the mudra. That indicates that Vajrapani is protecting you doing the Dharma practice, and you need to visualize Vajrapani Bodhisattva. And you can also mark it when you wear clothes or also for your house. There are 2 mudras. This is the primary mudra, like this, like the mother mudra, except the ring fingers are interlacing each other inside. So you can form this and recite the mantra 7 times and then mark the 4 directions of your house: north, south, east, and west. So 7 times to the north, to the east, to the west, to the south. 7 times each. And then after you finish chanting, you place the mudra at the brow point and then release it. So that shows that Vajrapani Bodhisattva is protecting your house. And then you go from there. Whatever you do, you can invite Vajrapani Bodhisattva to help you. This is for protection. That's a very good protection. So he symbolizes Dharma power. Like if someone is invaded by ghosts on someone's body, and then you form this mudra and you recite Om Purlanjali 7 times, and then you stomp your feet, and then you throw the mudra to that person's body, push it off. That means that Vajrapani Bodhisattva would exorcise the ghost from that person's body. So, by saying this, now you know how to use Vajrapani Bodhisattva, how to invoke him. And during our Dharma practice, you touch the mudra to the brow point, throat chakra, heart chakra, left and right shoulders. That's Vajrapani is protecting you. And then if you place it at the 4 corners of your house, that's protecting the house. Or if you place it or push it to someone, then it would chase away the ghosts from that person's body. So that's the primary thing about Vajrapani Bodhisattva. He's extremely popular in Tibet. He's one of the 3 tantric reliances, Manjushri, Avalokitesvara, and Vajrapani. Many people practice this deity in Tibet. And they called him Hand Vajra or Vajradhara or Vajra finger, the one that's holding the Vajra scepter, and he's also a secret tantrika. So we all know Vajra Sattva, Vajra Heart Bodhisattva, Vajra Hand Bodhisattva, or Vajrapani are all tantrikas, secret tantrikas. So many people practice this deity too. This is not a joke. This is meaningful. This epidemic made us understand that all our lives we are not striving for money or houses, but for life and health. If you can live to the end, then that would be true success. And if you have good health, then you're truly wealthy. If you want to live a rich and colorful life, in my opinion, that would be a success. So, if you have a splendid life, that would be a success. You should, if you have so much worries and miseries and you're not healthy, and you don't do any meaningful thing all day, not even one meaningful thing all day, then it's better that you die. You're like a living corpse. So every day you should do at least one meaningful thing. Only then you would call your life a splendid life. If you live like a zombie, you're just jumping around, meaningless, then why do you live in this world? Therefore, every day you have to do one thing that is meaningful to your own life and to the world. At least one. That's why I said that Dharma practice is important. Doing some work is very important. Helping others is very important. Especially for the ordained people, you have to understand this point even more so. That every day you have to live your life with meanings, and you have to do something meaningful to benefit yourself and benefit sentient beings. You have to do at least one a day. You cannot just be the monk with three fullness, stomach full of food, full of sleep and full of play. Some people want to be ordained after they retire. That means you cannot do anything anymore after you retire. You don't have the energy. Then all day long you just kind of that you're just kind of groping around and eat and sleep and look here and there with no meanings whatsoever. So you are carrying dead body with you every day. So you want to live a splendid life, a rich life, whether you live a monastic life or laity life. You want to do something meaningful, that you feel that you don't live a meaningless life, or life with no values. I see some people smiling. They probably knew, but they'd rather die than living. That's how they live on. So you have to do something that benefit yourself and benefit others. That's my opinion. A woman is sighing about the epidemic. People fight for face masks, for alcohol, for disinfectant, hand soap, hand wash, and alcohol swab, but nobody fight for me. It's very difficult to say about certain things. But no matter what, even when nobody wants you, you can still help sentient beings. Just now, someone outside the door and called me the fatso. I was very angry, and if the door frame is not too narrow, then I would have walked out and scolded him. Now let's talk about Lamdre. It didn't say which part it started. So, protection for the outer demon, protect using the 4 awakening realizations. And for the inner demon, protect using the 4 marks of empowerments. So we have the outer Tantra empowerments, inner Tantra empowerments. Outer empowerment is for relying the Yidam to protect us, and the inner Tantra empowerment is relying on our channels, light drops, and inner fire to protect. And the highest Yoga Tantra empowerment, you relies on the sky Dakinis to protect, and the great perfection empowerment, then you protect it by the highest protectors. So the 4 empowerments are also for protections. So for the 4 kinds of hindrances, there are 8 kinds of protections. Also, depending on the magnitude of among these 4 awakening realizations, there are also parts that belongs to the inner demon. Sometimes the outer demon and the inner demon are interrelated. They can disturb you from outside or from inside. They are interrelated. About the outer demon, the 4 awakening realizations are the awakening realization of spiritual experiences, the awakening realization of meditation, the awakening realization of the secret mantra, and of seeing the purpose. First, the awakening realization of spiritual experiences. For the hindrances arising from the spiritual experiences and suffering, protect using all kinds of remedies. When the mind sensation generates terror and distress, unhappy feeling, body afflicted with illnesses, use the awakening realization of spiritual experiences and the three divisions to discern. If the above appears at the beginning or during the first half of the sitting period, it is due to the disturbances of the Mara. Know and think so, then it is due to the Mara, like pointing out a female thief or blind thief that has no power to obstruct. If they don't disappear, then one needs to practice the three kinds of skillful means protections. If the hindrances occur during the middle part of the sitting, because the spiritual experiences of the meditation is due to the accumulation of the mind qi at the faulty channels, know that this is the cause and be at ease and let it be and maintain it at will. If it occurs during the last part or after obtaining possession, it is due to the chaos and disharmony of the four elements of the body. Temporarily stop or delay the efforts of meditation, and one needs to take in diet as prescribed earlier, to eliminate it by receiving the nectar of majestic presence, and also to eliminate it by the power of the meditative mind. So talking about this awakening realization of the spiritual experiences. So if at the start you feel when at the beginning of your meditation you feel unhappy or your body is ailing like stuffy nose, then that would hinder you. Or you have headache or migraine, that also hinder you. Or you feel really scared, because as soon as you enter into meditation, as if you're falling into a black hole, and you feel terror, and then you get out from it. So that's also disturbances. Some people at the beginning of meditation, they felt very light and they rise to the sky. And then they thought that, wow, this is so high. If I fall, then I would be broken to pieces, and then they would feel scared. So this is a kind of spiritual experience. But you have to think, if you fall down, you would break into pieces. But if you think, oh, I'm in meditation, and if you know this is meditation and this kind of things happen during meditation, that you would rise into the sky, that's due to the function of the wind. That it is just a function of the wind. And if you realize, if you awaken and realize, then you will not be bothered by it. Or if you fall into a black hole, it's really dark, and you keep falling, then you would feel terror inside your mind. And you need to think that, hey, I'm just meditating. And this kind of spiritual experience or sensation is created by something to let you feel that way. There is no need to feel scared. So the hindrances created by body. For example, like yesterday when you fold your legs in lotus position, then you feel numb and pain. That's also a hindrance to your meditation. But you can meditate when you walk, you stand, or sitting on a chair too. You don't have to sit in the Vajra posture. So it's a kind of remedy. So when the mind sensations generates terror and distress, unhappy feeling, body afflicted with ailments, if they appear at the beginning of the sitting period, it's due to the disturbances of the Mara. Know and think this, it is due to the Mara. As long as you are clear and have lucid wisdom to discern it, then naturally they will go away. And it's okay if you want to practice protection too. Like just now, Vajrapani Bodhisattva, it can be practiced as protection. If the hindrances occur during the middle part of the sitting, that's because the spiritual experience of the meditation is due to the meditation, due to the accumulation of the mind qi at the faulty channels, and you just let it be. If during Dharma practice, during meditation, your qi enters into the faulty or degenerated channels, then it would generate bad spiritual experiences. At that time, you have to have that lucid wisdom to discern that those are because my qi entered into the faulty channels. For example, when you sit and all of a sudden you smell something rotten. This happened. Some people, when they meditate, they would smell something fragrant. There's no disturbances there. But sometimes it's strange. When you don't meditate, you don't smell anything rotten. But when you meditate, all of a sudden you smell that rotten smell. Where did it come from? It's because your qi enters into the rotten channels, that those channels are rotten already. So the smell of those channels appeared and you could smell it to disturb you, so you stop meditating. Then you find it disgusting and then you don't feel like meditating. So this kind of hindrances is also called demon or Mara. But if you have the lucid wisdom, then you know, then you just let it be. This statement is often repeated here. Let it be and maintain it at will. Just let it be. Just know that that was the cause. Because the qi enters into your own faulty or degenerated channels, and you just let it be. If it occurs during the last part, or it is due to the chaos and disharmony of the four elements of the body. So temporarily stop or delay the efforts of the meditation. And I often mention that in meditation, sometimes you feel you're like a mountain or a rock, that your whole body becomes very hard, your body becomes restricted. That's the function of the earth element. If you feel that your whole body is burning, like you're having high fever and fire burning, that's the function of fire element. If you feel like you are already inside the deep ocean and the fish are swimming all around you or inside your body, that's the function of the water element. And then if you feel that you're floating or traveling everywhere, that's the function of the wind element. All these things happen. But sometimes the spiritual experiences are not good. That's because the four elements of the body are in disharmony. So you can temporarily stop or delay the meditation. And then you use diet, pure diet, say to lower the heat. Or if you feel cold every time you meditate, then you need to eat something warm, something warming. So you use diet to remedy it. And then you also use the majestic presence to receive the nectar, to eliminate it. Like every night, Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva would shower nectar on me. When I practice to be in union with Amitabha Bodhisattva, Avalokitesvara is by our side. And she would use her pure nectar water to sprinkle. And the water would be on my body and cool my whole body down. And I could feel it when the water is being sprinkled on me. And Mahastama Prapta Bodhisattva is to my left hand. And what she was doing is she took her lotus bud, and from the pistils of the lotus, their lights emitted onto me, and I also could feel it. I had the sensation. And Amitabha Buddha, one hand is holding the lotus throne, and the other hand is in the wish-fulfilling mudra. And then the lotus was being thrown at me and radiating like 100 rays of precious light. And every night I would receive the lights. This is the Dharma practice that I do before sleep every night. So here it's written, so if you have the symptoms of the chaos or disharmony of the four elements, then you need to pay attention to your food or diet. And you can eliminate it by receiving the nectar of majestic presence, like I receive the nectars of Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva, and to eliminate it by the power of the meditative mind. My meditative power is very good. When I perform the I enter me, I'm in union with Amitabha Buddha, and I finished this Dharma practice already, and I was ready to get to bed, and I would walk around. Then I would be Amitabha Buddha. Amitabha Buddha did not leave me behind. And I thought, well, I finished my meditation. I've done my visualization of oneness. I enter me, and I'm ready to get on bed. I went to the bathroom, washed my hands, and getting ready to bed, or wash my face, and then put on some lotion on my face. When I do these things, Amitabha Buddha stayed with me, did not leave me behind. So you can eliminate it with the power of meditation. So you can eliminate a lot of hindrances this way. This is extremely great. It would not last to rely by your face, but if you rely on not having face to eat, that would last a long time. Many people rely on their face to earn money, but it will not last. Why? Because the youth only lasts a short time. But we cannot rely on not having face to earn money. Grandmaster rely on meditation to earn money or to live on. You know, if you know how to meditate, you would be able to attract sentient beings. Inadvertently, you already have radiant light on you, and all the demons, all the maras, because of your bright radiance, would naturally go away. There are 3 riddles here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, Tanzen Kato, what's the answer? This riddle only works in Chinese, I guess. 4 characters. You can lack 1. After the rain. It's the name of a city, Hsinchu. This is only meaningful in Chinese.
什么动物最爱乱买东西？谁讲的？因为斑马是黑跟白，叫做欧北贝。台湾话。
And this even Taiwanese.
小明对一个女生讲
，Xiao Ming told a girl, even when there are 10 beautiful girls in front of me, as soon as you appear, they all will appear into the dim. They are dim compared to you. And this girl said, how could I be so bright and radiant? No. Because you're too big. That's why you shed a shadow upon them. So as spiritual cultivators, we cannot be too fat,
也不能够太瘦，
cannot be too skinny either.
这个就是中间，不要太胖，不要
So
太瘦。
just the middle way, not too fat, not too skinny.
所以我们不能够，我们修行人火不能太旺。
So for sadhakas, we cannot have
调和的刚刚，
too much fire or too much water.
点要调，
So we want to balance or harmonize fire and water.
如果
So the light drops in the inner fire have to be harmonized. Then only then you would be able to generate the clear light
就会产
radiance.
生错乱。
But if the water is too
火太
much
旺了，
and the fire
点
is
太少，
too little,
禅定
then
也会产生错乱。
there would be chaos. The same, vice versa, the same. If it's too much fire and
就连
too
长
little water,
常常讲的
there would be chaos
连
too.
长啊，连长常常讲，
Master
刚
Lian-Sheng
好
often said
就是要
that
刚刚好。
just right. It
修
has
行
to
也
be
是一样
just right.
刚刚好，刚刚好。
The same for spiritual cultivation.
我的同学牙龈发炎，去看医生。
My classmate had the gum infection. I went to see the doctor, the dentist, and the dentist said, you have to get the surgery, and I never had any surgery before. I'm very anxious. And the doctor said, don't worry, it's also my first time. And then the nurse came by and asked, so do I inject the Novocaine, the anesthetic, to inside the mouth or outside the mouth? And the doctor replied, to his legs. Then he wouldn't run away.
这是一个笑话。
It's a joke.
人的眼睛是黑的， 是指华人。人的眼睛是黑的，
Human eyes are black.
是每一个人都
This is for Chinese. And the hearts are
眼
red.
睛一红，心就黑了。
But when your eyes turn red, then your hearts become black. Red eyes in Chinese means envious
者
or jealousy.
做大幅度减少吵架的几率。
What?
两个人意见相同时，听男朋友的。两个人意
When
见不同时
a boyfriend and a girlfriend are fighting, that when they're in agreement, then you listen to the boyfriend. If they're in disagreement, then you listen to the girlfriend. And this also applies to a couple.
我有一个朋友特别的，
I have a friend
说皮太润了，太娇气吧，
that's especially sensitive
割破了一点点小的皮，流了
And
一点点的小血。
he scraped his skin
医
and
生看来
it
看
just bled a little bit, and he had to go to the hospital.
再晚一点，
And when the doctor saw that, the doctor said that, oh, good thing you come here soon, because if you wait a little longer, then it would heal by
这
itself.
个做事情也不能够太
So
这样子，
we
对，
cannot be like
小的
that.
事情把它弄得很大，
You make such a big deal of
大
small
的事情呢
things,
弄得更大了。
or then you exaggerate even more if it's a major issue.
也是要有智慧的，
So spiritual cultivators have to have
就
wisdom.
要小事情来处理，
If it's a minor problem, you use
一切都要
small effort
和
to handle it, and you, for major problems, then you use major effort. Everything has to make sense, and
非常感谢
perfect
法
and
王圣尊
complete.
莲生活佛宝贵的法语开
Om
示。
Mani Padme Hum.
现在请大家合作，把各自坐的椅子叠好。
So in a moment there would be the empowerment for the Vajrapani Bodhisattva, and for the empowerment today there would be it includes the empowerment for the recitation of the wrathful 100-syllable mantra for both man and woman. And during the empowerment today, please remember to form the mudra, to visualize the Bodhisattva, and also to recite the mantra. This ends the English interpretation today. Please remember to return your receivers before you leave.
双手菩萨法灌顶，以及男女愤怒百字明灌顶。